Hello, you join me at St Pancras on the Tramlink platforms. Tramlink, I know. I'm here with David Frankel.
Hello.
It's a collab that nobody asked for, but it's happened. He's probably more knowledgeable about trains in London than me. And I've been here a fair few times this year. Everybody knows him from the little documentary he's done. He knows a lot about the north when it comes to railways. I know absolutely nothing, so it's good to be with him. It's nice to meet you, mate.
Nice to meet you.
We're heading down to the trams in Croydon. We're going to film a little video each and sort of see how this goes.
It's my last tramway in England. After this, I will have visited every tramway in England.
Really?
Yes.
I haven't done... Wait for this train to go. I haven't done Blackpool, Edinburgh or Sheffield.
I've not done anything, right.
They're the ones I need to do. So I'm still an advocate for getting a tram in Corby, even though it's not viable, but we need one. So Stagecoach, if you want to try and talk to me, I'll be one of your investors. I can give you about £5. So then, me and David have headed to what is West Croydon. We're going to hang out in Croydon for most of the day, and we're going to head on the trams. He's going to have a video going up on his channel as well at some point, but we're going to head on this one that's here now and pop round the loop, and I think this one's the new Addington as well, so we'll head there and see what that branch is like. Missed the last tram because I was too busy, so we decided we're heading Beckenham Junction instead. I've been there before, so it's quite a good station. It's just outside of it, as I think Wimbledon's the only station that actually has the trams inside the gate line, but this is the older style as well, so it's sort of step through, but also has steps towards the end as well. That loop ride was rather pleasant and quite quick at the same time. How would you rate that?
Well, we walked most of it.
Yeah, we did walk it, but nothing wrong with burning off the taco that I just got from Taco Bell. East Croydon has 3 platforms, which is different compared to most places which have 2. I'm guessing it's to help with peak services as well. I do like the fare structure here, where once you tap in after an hour, all the stops are free, or all the rides that you have on the trams are free until an hour has passed. But at the moment, I mean, it's only about sort of 1:15, so it isn't as busy, but at rush hour I can see these trams getting quite chock-a-block and rather busy. Maybe possibly with people cramming in as well because of how difficult it is to find a space. We're at Black Horse Lane. Now David, what's interesting about Black Horse Lane?
So this whole section is a disused railway, but this was also where another disused railway branched off, can't quite see it from here, towards the right, towards Addington town.
I do like, you've still got that narrator voice, that voiceover voice, I like it. Being a radio presenter, it sort of phases off when I'm out about in real life, but you've still got the skill.
Wow, okay.
We're supposed to be going to Addington Railway Park, but it's closed. I don't know why it's closed for a year. It looks completely fine. It's just a concrete path, but there's one bloke down there, and it seems like it's a bit of railway history we can't visit, so that'll have to happen another time. That's why they closed the park for a year. But
Is it? Are you sure it's the whole thing?
completely shut.
Trying to...
That's disappointing. Seems like Addington Railway Park is for another day, but I suppose we better head back on the tram and pop up to either Elmer's End or Beckenham, whichever one's before. Now, Croydon's tram stops seem to be kind of a lot more modern than other ones that have been built. TfL's done a really good job with this, even though it is ran by a separate company. They've got like dot matrix indicators just behind. I don't know if you can see it, but there's one just over there. And formerly, there used to be tickets that were purchasable, if that's a word. But they got rid of the ticket machines a few years back, and now they're cashless, which means that now if you want to, you have to either use contactless or you can top up at an Oyster card at a corner stop. Also at these corner stops are boards which tell you information about travel, although trams are quite frequent, so I don't think many people actually stop and look at these. not going to make that tram. Got to remember to touch in, because I don't want to get done for fare evading. Not today. I have no money. Beckenham Junction station's just over there. I've been there before. It was it's alright. I had to get a southern train though, which wasn't the nicest. A little bit grimy, but that's your options from London Bridge, sadly. Trams here, it's one of the older Bombardier ones, but it's 2-track platform, then goes down to a single track. Further down towards there, it sort of slopes down quite sharply back on the way towards Wimbledon. Now we're at Woodside station where there's a ramp. David's just filming down there. Brings you on to a bridge with an abandoned station. Over here, this used to be Woodside National Rail Station years ago. Not too sure which TOC ran, but I don't believe the building is used at all. In theory, they could use it as a tram stop station, but it doesn't really make much sense. There's a couple of abandoned stairways as well around here, but I don't believe there is actually any way into the building. It reminds me similarly of Shoreditch on the East London line. When that closed, they boarded up the station there, but I believe now all the tracks and everything except from the actual station building have all been removed. Heading down here is, it's all painted green, funnily enough, for the Tramlink, but this is the only staircase that's still in use. Now David, where are we heading next?
Elmer's End.
Elmer's End. I've been to Elmer's End before, I know that one. It's connected in the same platform. It's a bit like Wimbledon without barriers. It is actually connected in the platform, so you can sort of have a cross-platform interchange without having to walk through the actual station.
Which we're not going to do.
No, because we're heading back towards New Addington, I believe, next.
Yep.
Need to remember to touch in as well. On the side, after I've touched in, I should notice there is actually a note. I don't know if this is a legal thing. There's a notice from London Trams, same on the other side, saying that they apologise, but the poster frame is out of use, which is kind of a bit of a lie, because they are actually using the poster frame to display that information. TFL, get your act together. I don't really know what else to say. You might quite possibly have seen Elmer's End before on a video. I have been here before. Make sure to touch in yet again. I think it's only the newer trams that run this branch, but it's quite nice. So it's a very sort of quiet station, not much going on at the moment, but occasionally you do see the odd networker whizzing past, and the noises of the networker motors are really nice as well. We're here at Sandilands Junction. It's quite an important junction because it connects to both of the lines towards New Addington and towards Elmer's End and Beckenham Junction. Of course, you can't come here without forgetting as well the fact that tragically people lost their lives several years ago from a tram that derailed. It's kind of, it puts a sad nature to this part of the tram, but luckily safety measures have been put in place now to help stop such incidents happening again. So hopefully we shouldn't see anything of that nature in the future. The Sandilands actual stop here is quite close from the road junction to the railway tram junction as well. So now we're going to head on to the branch towards New Addington, the bit of the Tramlink that I've never been to, and we'll see what it's like. Here we are at the terminus of the New Addington branch. The tram is there that took us here and will hopefully take us back. So we've successfully done the branch that I've never been to. It looks a lot more modern. I like how they've done it. How would you rate this branch out of 5, David? Don't know. Compared to Manchester?
I will give it a 5.
We give it a 5. So that means it's on par with Manchester. I think it's the furthest south there is a tram network in the UK. So, yeah, TfL, you've done well. I do like the new Addington branch. I'll add that to the list of places I've been. We're going to head up to Wimbledon and then finish this video up. And David's going to take me to the Holborn Tram Tunnel, which he seems to know more about than me, which is funny because I didn't even know it existed. And I've pretty much been right underneath my feet the entire time. So let's tap in for one final time, head to Wimbledon, and then we'll finish. And we're finally coming into the final stop in Wimbledon, where our adventure ends on the London Tramlink. So we're going to quickly head to Holborn and look at the tram tunnel, and then that's it from us. So not long left.
Keep an eye on your luggage and possessions. Remember to take them with you when you leave the tram.
Thank you. Wimbledon's quite an impressive station. It's a nice one where it's one of the trams and the only tram platforms where it's behind the gate line. So we're going to head on South Western Railway then, third rail, and head back to central London. And the platform for the trams, where they basically turn one railway platform, there's David right there, into two. Now this will be in a separate video, so mine might go up before, I don't know, but we are heading to Holborn to go to the Strand underpass. That's what it's called, isn't it?
Yep.
It's got so many different names, but we're going to go through the bit that's still in use, so we're going to head on...
We're going through the Strand underpass.
Yeah.
That's the bit that's open as a road. The whole thing is the tram tunnel.
The tram tunnel, yeah. So we're going to head on the 521, go through there, film a little bit, and then I'll see you properly once we get to the old entrance to the tram tunnel.
Still looking for one?
Now before we conclude the video and say goodbye to David, we're going to see what's left of the old Holborn Tram Tunnel. It's just in front of us here and not too far from the bus stop either. So just before us is the Holborn Tram Tunnel. The old tram tracks are still there, and what used to be and isn't really anywhere anymore is a conduit power relay system where it used to dip down there into the tunnel of which we just basically travelled through on the bus. The signs are still down there, aren't they, I think?
Yeah, I think there were two stops originally. One of them is totally gone now because of the underpass, but I think there's one stop that's intact under there, which is Holborn. Yeah. It's currently being used by Crossrail. So Crossrail have basically dug down from inside there in order to stabilise the structure of the Crossrail tunnel. Once they're finished, they're going to put everything back as if they hadn't touched it. And I don't know what they're going to do with it then. Maybe they're actually going to open it to the public as a museum, which would be really good.
And there used to be an underground tram stop in there, multiple. So maybe in the future there could be a video of both of us where we go and visit the tram tunnel. You never know, it could happen, couldn't it?
Well, not anytime soon, but when it's all finished,
could happen.
Open it for tours occasionally, maybe.
Possibly. I'm going to end the video here. Thanks for watching. I'm going to link David Frankel's video down in the description. Make sure to go and subscribe to him. And thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe to me as well. Like and add the video to your favourites if people still do that. Thanks for watching. Hopefully this might possibly be one of the final videos in London. I can't promise anything though. Goodbye and thanks for watching.